The tip-off goes to Cleveland. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Donovan Mitchell is out there with the Coral. And it's Wade in at the 3-side.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses. Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Zubac. Now here's Harden. Leonard with the ball. Kicks it out to Harden. 5 on the clock. Back to Leonard. Takes a 3. Mobley with the rebound. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Allen, that's good.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jarrett Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
Harden outside, and it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Harden outside. Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul.
Bogdanovich.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Mitchell finds Wade. There's the pick over Harden, and it falls over the rim and in.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
And the layup is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
This is where Donovan Mitchell is nearly impossible to stop. With that aggressive defense, he still finds a way to score it.
Now here's Harden. He has 5. Out to the wing. Zubac kicks to Leonard. It's up a 3. Tries again. And it's Zubac laying it in. Zubac has got his second basket.
You love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
For 3, Mitchell. It's good from long range. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here is Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 7 points.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Leonard. Still yet to score. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. And here's Harden for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. 10 points for him.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Leonard against Wade. Sweet move. Leonard attacking.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
Mitchell looking it over. Allen outside. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
James Harden. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
They've got Derek Jones. Norman Powell is out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Coffey in at the three, the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Like looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And here are the Cavaliers now. After the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Hunter. Strus a screen on Dunn. Hunter no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Jones kicks to Powell. High arcing shot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Green's checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Okiki's checked in for Max Strus. Coffey passes to Eubanks. Stolen by Garland. Now Cleveland moving it up. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Back to Thompson. Shot to stop the run. Good. And Green picking up the assist.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Jones. The layup missed.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Garland. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
No, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Hunter, a 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Now here's Jones.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Dunn up top. Guarded by Garland. Here's Jones. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. 1:49 left here in the second. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Hunter. Powell against Green. Dunn sets a screen for Powell. Pass to Dunn. There's the three. Thompson with the rebound. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Dunn right side. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for LA, Chris Dunn, shooting 1.
And I think
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the last
fast
play.
that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
The first one falls. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Count that one.
Boy, how much do you appreciate Chris Dunn working hard inside to come away with these easy interior buckets?
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's Garland. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Dunn kicks to Powell. Here's Eubanks. And he slams it one-handed.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Here's Hunter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Coffey. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with the Chloro. And it's Wade in at the small forward. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Here's Harden after the made shot from Evan Mobley. for the tie. And Mitchell with the layup. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Boy, right from the opening tip, guys, Mitchell was focused and locked in, and he is doing damage offensively.
Harden the pass to Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deeps. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bogdanovich has got himself on the board with 3 there.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Mitchell finds Wade, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
For 3, Mitchell. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Mobley. Bogdanovich wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Stolen by Harden. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Harden with a screen on Mitchell. Mitchell against Bogdanovich. Here's Harden. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Harden's got 12.
And James Harden, simply stated, is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Simmons dishes to Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Harden. Zubats with the screen for Harden. Leonard on the wing. 6 to shoot. Now, here is Harden. 12 points for him. Outside for Simmons. Pass to Bogdanovich. Simmons, a screen on Mitchell. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
The drive by Mobley. An easy 2 points on the layup. Mobley's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, it doesn't take long for Evan Mobley to get to the cup.
Leonard with a screen on Mitchell. And Bogdanovich kicks to Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. For 3, Mitchell buries it from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Outside Garland. Pass to Okeke. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And he banks in the layup.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. And here are the Clippers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
Garland with it. Jones covering. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game. Garland surveying the D. Pass to Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses from short range. Clippers leading by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Powell kicks to Dunn. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Chris Dunn.
Good on the second free throw. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Here's Jerome. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his third personal
Chris Dunn picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
Ty Jerome.
Both good from the line that time.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Now Dunn. Pass to Coffee. From downtown. Oh, he nailed it.
That is a huge three-pointer.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. You got Drew Eubanks. Norman Powell is out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Coffee in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jared Allen's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Mobley comes in for Okeke. Okoro, he's checked in for Javonte Green. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. 4 on the clock. The shot from 20 feet away. Leonard, no luck. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. 4-point game. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
To tie it up. Okoro passes to Mitchell. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. 23 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
A shot by Harden, wide open. No good again that time.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
The spider in the house. The unmatched quickness of Donovan Mitchell. What a bucket.
Now here's Harden, covered by Okoro. And it's Leonard missing. For Cleveland, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Okoro with it. Bogdanovich on him. Allen finds Mobley. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Hunter, a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. Leonard dunks it down with force.
Kawhi Leonard decides to flash that explosive athleticism. This guy works so hard on both his body and his craft.
Hunter, a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
3-pointer.
Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. Leonard dishes to Bogdanovich. Simmons, a screen on Mitchell. And Bogdanovich kicks to Simmons. Cavaliers with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
The drive by Mitchell. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Hunter, no good. Clippers trail by 3. A 3 from Leonard. Screams it. Kawhi. Kaboom.
That's one of those clutch
Mitchell gets it to go.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Harden the pass to Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And this team has complete faith in Bogdanovich's ability to hit big shots. This guy just doesn't seem to feel the pressure.
A kick out to Mobley. And stolen by Simmons. And now the Clippers on the break. Zubac the pass to Harden. And there's the drive. Bogdanovich finds Harden to take the lead. Rebound by Mitchell. Cleveland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Count!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Harden with it, guarded by Hunter. And Simmons kicks to Harden. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Pass to Okoro. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. For 3, Mitchell. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time. And they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. Got a piece of it. Simmons passes to Harden. Nobody near Leonard. Count it! And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what are their best options now?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Here's Hunter. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. What a show they put on here. All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's good.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the bill with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold.
say they don't particularly like each other.
And I think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. Now here's Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Barnes. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
The defense better recognize that Harrison Barnes more than capable from there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. The coach knows that defending against Chris Paul can be maddening, especially for players. He said he stressed to his guys to not reach or stick their arms out, saying, quote, once you do that, Chris will rip through or create contact. Before you know it, you're in foul trouble. We've seen Paul do that many times before. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Wembanyama driving to the basket. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Now here's Wembanyama. That 3's off the mark. Bogdanovich from long range. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Great strides in honing in his shot, looking more and more comfortable on the offensive end is Bogdanovich.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Picked up by Sohan. And Wembanyama with the 3. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And stolen by Paul. Leonard against Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. 7 points in the game.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
3-pointer, Harden. And Los Angeles, another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Paul. Pass to Barnes. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Defended by Bogdanovich. They get the rebound. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Parries it from 3.
Wasting 0 time. Kawhi Leonard knew what he wanted to do.
And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, B.A., that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender. Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up. And he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Now here's Leonard. And he packs it down right in the face of Victor Wembanyama.
Well, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in this game like that.
Pass to Wembanyama to end the run. Another miss by Wembanyama. In transition, here come the Clippers. Bogdanovich passes to Zubac. Out to Leonard. 54 seconds left now in the first quarter. That one drops for him.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Outside for Harden. 34 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Jones. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard. Spurs trail by 7. And it's Sohan off the drive. Pass to Castle. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Bogdan Bogdanovic. San Antonio shooting their first free throw this game.
You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
Outside Jones. Bogdanovic with it. He's guarded by Paul. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers, hunting for opportunities. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Devin Vassell, also Johnson out there, and it's Champagnie at 2-guard. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Here's Eubanks. San Antonio with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Vassell passes to Bassi. No good. That would have tied it. The Clippers lead by 3. Pass to Eubanks. Dunn outside. Over Fox. The shot by Dunn, no good. Deflects the pass. Dunn with a steal. Now Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Excellent work from Powell in the pick-and-roll action.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Champagnie. It's good. Champagnie's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Here's Coffey. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Johnson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You're so clever at finding space to shoot inside. Johnson's creativity and ability to capitalize is impressive.
Spurs trail by 3. Inside. Here's Bassi. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve. They need to start double-teaming him now before he has a chance to get any hotter.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Spurs trail by 3. Fox on the run to the left side wing. Vassell outside. Pass to Champagny. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Fox. Misses the layup.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
It's Powell on the wing. All alone. No good there.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Fox, the pass to Johnson. Back to Fox. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
How about Fox just getting to the rim right there? Great to see him explode at times.
Powell with it. Fox picks him up. Powell outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Champagny, the pass to Fox. Outside Johnson. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Coffee can't get it to go. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Vassell. Three-pointer in transition. Vassell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on him, too.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, we settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. Well, thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
It's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. James Harden out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And so it's San Antonio with it. Wembanyama, screen on Harden. Takes a 3. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist from Paul. Wembanyama's got 13 now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
He takes it in, and the layup is good off the glass. Harden's got 7 points here in the quarter.
The finesse from Harden there. That's great stuff.
Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Lets it fly. And again, it's the Clippers.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Barnes. And there's the drive. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, that's up there. Harrison Barnes with momentum rises up, and that's a highlight.
Outside Harden. And here's Zubac. Outside Bogdanovic. Here's the three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Leonard. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
And Leonard's 3-level scorer as well as an offensive anchor for this team.
Pass to Wembanyama. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Nice move. 4 on the clock. The rebound by Bogdanovic.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot. It's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And Sohan gets it to go.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Harden from outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide-open 3.
Paul into the lane. And he banks in the layup.
Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside, and decides to just knock it down.
Leonard outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Zubac on the take. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the Clippers lead by 5. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Spurs. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. Wembanyama's got 9 points now in the second half.
I'll tell you, when Wemby starts driving, how do you stop the pull-up? I mean, there's just no way.
Jones, the pass to Bogdanovic. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Back to Wembanyama. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Leonard for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a... We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Los Angeles leading by 6. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. They've got Johnson, also Devin Vassell out there, and it's Fox in at the point. San Antonio shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Left side Johnson. The 3-ball. Coffey grabs the board. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. And it's Simmons missing. Spurs trail by 6. On the wing, Vassell. That one's good for 2.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
Here's Dunn. Powell outside. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. And the Clippers lead by 6. Vassell outside. There's the screen by Johnson. Takes a 3. The rebound by Eubanks. Los Angeles leading by 6. Ooh, poked away. Pass to Coffey. Back to Eubanks. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Vassell. Back to Johnson. Fox outside. Vassell outside. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the 3 to fall.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Simmons with it. Soft touch off the glass.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And Fox powers it home.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Oh my, Big Ben showing us how it's done. Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Here's Powell. Pass to Coffey. Johnson with a double team. Now here's Dunn. He's covered by Fox.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Coffey, the pass to Powell. Back to Coffey. Fires the 3. The putback. Bassey pulls it in. Spurs trail by 3. Champetti, the pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Big points, and Johnson knows it. Great poise.
Here's Coffey. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Fox goes in. Oh, Fox! No stopping him.
That's good focus from De'Aaron Fox. Just concentrating on the rim, not distracted.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Clippers. Dunn, the pass to Simmons. Deflected! And he gets it back. Back to Dunn. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Pass to Bassey. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings him within 1.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
I don't mind it.
And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
For your Clippers, Norman Powell taking 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the last play.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Fox stepping up in the clutch here.
And it's Powell off the drive. Dunn outside. Back to Powell. It's good!
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. How do you think this is going to play out?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
Stand up and make some noise. Substitution on the court.
For the win! this one.
this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. And it's Barnes in at the small forward.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Garland feeling it out a little bit. Three-pointer. Rebound, San Antonio. Barnes outside. Sohan with the screen. The drive by Barnes. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. No good with the triple. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Mitchell. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Just 5 on the clock. And Mitchell gets it to go.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Nobody near Barnes. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Wade kicks to Allen. Mitchell outside. With the floater, Wembanyama with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Paul against Garland. Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes sets a screen for Wembanyama. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
And Mobley throws it down hard.
Putting a little something extra on that one. Mobley showing off his skills around that rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
And that one's good, Wembanyama.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Traps in the tray.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Garland against Paul. Pass to Sohan. A 3 from Wembanyama. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Garland. And that's now 10 points for Donovan Mitchell. One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick and roll game, and he's improved his distance from 3. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D. Wade with a better jumper. Wanting the ball there, Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Paul passes to Sohan. Pass to Castle. Back to Sohan. Wembanyama outside. The second chance effort. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Wembanyama's got 7 points in the game.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And a great move by Wembanyama. 9 points in the game so far.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Garland, no good. Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Stolen by Allen. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And he's and getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Kevin Vassell out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the 2. They get the rebound. Pass to Okoro. There's a good screen. Drills the three-pointer. Okoro's got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Fox. Vassell outside. Here's Bassett. Makes it off the glass.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
Pass to Jerome. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Hits it from three-point. Hunter's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to DM up.
Fox. It's Vassell on the wing. Back to Fox. Vassell outside. Offline with his 3. Cleveland leading by 6. Okoro kicks to Thompson. Fox with the steal. And it's Fox with the jam.
Love seeing what he can do on the open floor. Fox is so explosive.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DH?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. Can't get that break. Can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. DA, thanks. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
There's the pick. Johnson, wide open. He fires. A three-pointer is right on target. And now just a 1-point Cleveland lead. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. As Jerome buries it down low. Jerome's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
So smooth in the open floor. Johnson excels in transition.
Pass to Jerome. Hunter on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Vassell finds Fox. Here's Bassett. There's the triple. Hunter grabs the miss. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Johnson. Jerome passes to Hunter. Rebound San Antonio.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Jerome. For 3. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Fox. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
Shoots. Jerome. No good.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Vassell outside. That 3 off the mark. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Here's Bassett. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Wade in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Paul against Garland. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama getting it done inside. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
The Cavaliers shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And it's Paul with the ball for San Antonio. They trail by 1. Pass to Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. Wembanyama, too easy.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Barnes, driving the lane. Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. Now here's Barnes. Takes the 3. It's good from long range. And now a 4-point Spurs lead.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Barnes outside. And he drives in, and the dunk by Barnes.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
It's Allen on the wing. Defended by Wembanyama. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Allen.
Not known as a quick shooter, but Allen shows what he's got there.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And so he makes both from the line. 1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. A steal. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
When you're out and running, this is who you want to get it to. Keldon Johnson has a great feel for how to score on the break.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Fox. Okeke passes to Jerome. Shoots over Fox. They set the pick. Clock at 6. And Hunter, here we go.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Vassell, right side. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Vassell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And Okoro throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Shot by Champagny, no good. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Okoro shot is off. Spurs leading by 8. Johnson outside. Pass to Bassie, and here is Fox. From the arc. Offensive rebound. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, we've got Devin Vassell. He's out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Bassie in at the center, locking down the middle. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Here's Jerome. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And Hunter over to help. Champagny passes to Fox. Here's Champagny. From outside, off the mark. Inside. Back to Hunter. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Jerome. Fox with the steal. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Fires from deep. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Thompson's got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs.
This is what Thompson does best. His aggressiveness on the boards is what makes him a valuable player.
Champagnie passes to Johnson. The wide open look here for Fox. Drains the three-pointer. And the Spurs lead by 12.
And when Fox, he's hitting consistently from deep, it opens up the floor for him and his teammates.
Okoro passes to Jerome. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Pass to Hunter. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Champagnie. Here's Bassey. Launches it. Connects from three-point range.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Ball stolen. And now Okoro running the floor all by himself. Offensive rebound. Okiki passes to Okoro. Second chance shot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
A different look now for Cleveland. Allen's checked in for Thompson. Mobley comes in for Okiki. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. Pass to Sohan. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Excellent D there from Allen. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Sohan with the ball. The kick out to Fox. And Benyama inside. Here's Mitchell. Good defense by Benyama. San Antonio's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Castle misses. A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Here's Allen. Over Wembanyama. Allen's shot is off. Fox. And Fox is right there.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Hunter, no one around him. And another miss by Cleveland. The shot outside for Wembanyama. And the 3-ball is good. And now a 10-point San Antonio lead.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it. Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He makes the first of 3, and that brings them within single digits. The second one drops, and that brings them within 8.
3 shots.
And no good on the third free throw. So he ends up going 2 of 3. And so it's San Antonio with the win.
Time, time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer.
history where we were talking about is the 5-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. We've got James Harden, Ivica Zubac out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
Bogdanovich finds Harden. Fires for three. First shot won't go.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Mitchell with the ball. Now Bogdanovich defending. Fires it from 18. From deep, Mobley. It's rebounded by Zubac. And we're about a minute into the first. And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization. But Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And the shot goes in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Bogdanovich. And the three off target. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. To no one's surprise, their focus defensively is on containing Kawhi Leonard. Coach said Kawhi is a terrific decision maker and always manages to play the game at his pace, so we need to get into him, apply some pressure, and try to make him uncomfortable. History shows that will not be an easy task, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Harden, good.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. From deep, Mitchell. Cleveland gets it back. Okoro passes to Mobley. Allen, right side. 6 to shoot. Goes up again. And it's good on the layup.
How about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
Outside for Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Over Okoro. Harden can't hit. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps. Well, Okoro is a team-first guy that wants to involve his teammates. Pretty pass there.
Bogdanovich down low. Checked by Mitchell. Here's Harden. The kick out to Simmons. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Boy, Ben Simmons, because of his size, inside, he is a dangerous force.
54 seconds left in the first quarter. And Mitchell with the slam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. The Cavaliers lead by 7. Allen with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Outside for Mitchell. Knocked loose. From the arc. He buries it from 3. Mitchell's got 11 points.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Yeah, just a smart call by Harden. Using the pick to shake off the defense and get himself a look.
Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Just a big-time effort for Dom. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Amir Coffey out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Dunn in at the point. Fires in the triple.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs? The team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Here's Coffey. The shot that time, not on target.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Powell passes to Jones. Lets it fly. Cavaliers with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Jerome. Takes the 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Powell. Yet to see a basket. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Here's Coffey.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
His first personal, second team foul.
Cleveland leading by 10. Hunter the screen. Jerome passes to Hunter. Here's a Kiki. Pass to Thompson. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Clippers. Dunn's shot is good. Dunn's got his first bucket in this one.
That's unblockable, that floater. One of the many shots in Dunn's arsenal.
Well, Doris, whenever Derek Jones Jr. is out there, we're all expecting a highlight from him.
Oh, there's no question. The dunk champion back in 2020. This guy is only 6'6", but his hops, some of the epic throwdowns he has, oh my goodness.
Here's Hunter. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Eubanks the screen. Dunn attacking. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
How about that second gear displayed by Chris Dunn on that drive? Caps it off with a brutal throwdown.
Here's Okiki, defended by Jones. Okiki, the pass to Hunter. Over Jones. The rebound by Eubanks. Clippers trail by 6. It's tipped. And the basket by Coffey. Coffey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And they pick up 2.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Coffey. Hunter covering. Coffey can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 6. Hunter in the post. From down in the low post, it goes. Hunter's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary. No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Now here's Hunter. That one falls. Hunter's got 6. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of this game. Jones with the ball. Okiki's there. Dunn, the pass to Powell. He gets it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Cleveland on top, leading by 7. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with Okoro. And it's Wade in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
I tell you, James Harden's ability to power through contact and finish with bodies around him is something else.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
Shot on the wing, and his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Okoro on the wing. Allen with a screen on Bogdanovich. Pass to Wade. 5 on the clock. And there's the screen. Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
Out to the right wing. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Wade, defended by Harden. From deep, Mitchell. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now here's Leonard. Still no points. Outside Harden. No good on the three. And the Cavs with possession. A big stretch here going. 10-2. And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Now here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Mobley on a screen. Wade. It's another three for Cleveland.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
And coach doesn't like the call at all.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell.
The action down. So with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. First one falls for him. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, BA, but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Jerome's checked in for Mitchell.
Number 2.
Jones, the pass to Dunn. From 13. It's Powell on the wing. Still without a bucket. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Jerome, defended by Dunn. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
The Cavaliers lead by 13. Here's Jerome. He has 6. Outside Hunter. Driving inside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Jones. And the ball out of play. The Cavaliers will have it. Cleveland has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Jerome attacking, and there it is for him. Jerome's got 8 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Fast break, Cleveland. Green with the ball. Dunn in his pocket. And here's Hunter for 3. They get it back. Out to Thompson. On the wing, Green. Defended by Dunn. The shot's good. And the Clippers with the ball. 17-point game. Jones, the pass to Eubanks. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Outside Hunter. Got it off in time. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. A sizable...
It's the fourth quarter.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Cavaliers lead by 14. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Chris Dunn is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. Now here's Hunter. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jones. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Jerome. Banked it in off the glass. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Dunn to the paint. Here's Coffey. And it's Okeke with a rebound. Cleveland has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's Thompson. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Evan Mobley comes in for Okeke. Okoro is checked in for Green. And Mitchell subbed in for Jerome.
And Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Leonard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Allen outside. On the wing, Mitchell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. They trail by 14. Bogdanovich, no good. Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. The drive by Mobley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, it doesn't take long for Evan Mobley to get to the cup.
Blocking foul call.
Side out.
Evan Mobley, his first team foul.
Clippers trail by 16. Picked by Bogdanovich. Three-pointer, Harden. Oh, wow. Through the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Pass to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Leonard for 3.
Boy, the instincts on the defensive end are impressive for Evan Mobley. The timing and footwork is outstanding.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Leonard for 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Okoro outside. Pass to Mobley. Launches a 3. And Hunter hits from deep. Hunter's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
The Cavaliers lead by 19. Here's Mitchell. Drops in the layup for 2. Mitchell's got 27.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
Here's Zubac. Outside Bogdanovich. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Cavaliers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Donovan Mitchell.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Now here's Zubac. Shoots over Allen. And the Clippers miss again. Outside Mitchell. Three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Clippers now. Up ahead. Bogdanovich from long range. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
This is Bogdanovich's game. Catch, shoot, score.
Out to Mobley. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Zubac.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Leonard for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
3 points.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Allen with a screen on Harden. Back to Mitchell. Jacks up a three. He drops it from range. Mitchell's got 30.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this.
1-1, a clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Bogdanovich out there with Harden, and it's Leonard in at the 3. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. From deep. The rebound by the Spurs. Pass to Castle. We're about 1 minute into the first. Sohan with the ball. The kick out to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Wembanyama, a screen on Harden. And there's Wembanyama. And the assist by Barnes.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Jones finds Harden. From past the arc. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. On the wing, Barnes. Drills it from outside.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Here's San Antonio now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Pass to Sohan. Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes sets a screen for Wembanyama. Great look, but off the mark.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Here's Leonard, following the three-pointer by San Antonio.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Paul against Harden. Paul passes to Sohan. Back to Paul. This one for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard inside. Barnes on him. Leonard no luck. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
And it's Paul missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jones dishes to Harden. Leonard with a screen on Paul. Harden kicks to Jones. Paul against Harden. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Great job by Harden, recognizing the clock ticking down and getting that one off in time.
Paul against Harden. And Benyama outside. Plays it up and banks it in. And Benyama has got 9.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Harden the pass to Leonard. Carries it from three-point range.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage. Make him defend out on the perimeter.
And so... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
And this is why you must get Simmons out of the paint. So fantastic when it comes to finishing above the rim.
Vassell, and the shot is good. Vassell's got his first points in this one.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Eubanks the pass to Simmons. A rebound by the Spurs.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
They get it again. Vassell outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Vassell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Powell with a screen on Johnson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
Eubanks finds Dunn. Back to Eubanks. Pass to Coffee. The shot will not fall. Johnson with some nice D. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
Traps in the tray. Mamu Kelishvili has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Dunn. Los Angeles with another miss. Spurs leading by 11. Here's Fox, and De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Simmons shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
And the second free throw, good. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Fox going inside. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
And a good physical play there from Simmons, not letting the foul stop him from getting that shot off.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. And stolen by Dunn. Simmons passes to Coffey. And again, no good by the Clippers. Spurs leading by 8. Here's Manu Kelishvili. No good on the 3.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And here's Johnson outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Good on the triple. Coffey's got 5 now.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
San Antonio's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Fox passes to Manu Kelishvili. The kick out to Fox. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And that is a crafty move by De'Aaron Fox. He really knows how to get himself to the line.
Fox hits them both. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Coffey. He's guarded by Johnson. Coffey passes to Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 7.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
Fox inside the line. It's tipped. Pass to Johnson. He got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs going into the break. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
23. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. Harden out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Paul for 3s. Drains it from beyond the arc. Paul's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Paul doesn't lack confidence taking those long triples. And with results like this, you can understand why.
Outside, Jones. A 3 from Bogdanovich. A rebound by the Spurs. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's Zubac. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Clippers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Spurs leading by 13. Barnes looking around. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen on Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's San Antonio. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Lets it go with the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Harden with it. Chris Paul covering. Harden kicks to Bogdanovich. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bogdanovich has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Launches a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harden finds Zubac. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, great find there from Harden. He's just so good at finding his teammates in rhythm.
2 minutes remaining in the
And Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Drills the 3-pointer. Barnes has got 7 points in the game. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose.
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. The 8th thanks. And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Nasty, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 10. Outside for Simmons. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Hey, how about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Coffee passes to Pop. Puts it up from 15. Coffee can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
The Clippers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And so Dunn nails both of them. Spurs leading by 13. Here's Fox. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Johnson's got 6.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Fox. And it's Mamu Kalashvili in at the four-man position. That's the San Antonio 5. Coffee can't get it to go. San Antonio leading by 15. The wide open look here for Fox. A three-pointer, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Coffee can't get it to go.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Pass to Vassell. Over to the wing. Here's Mamu Kalashvili, and he jams it with authority.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Outside, Simmons. Dunn right side. Here's Coffee. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Vassell wide open. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Late reaction defensively, he quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy. Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Not giving up on the play. Great job by Keldon to absorb the contact and still get the bucket.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
From the arc, up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
That's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. No good on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Vassell.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Vassell, no good. And it's Harden with the ball for Los Angeles. Jones with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. San Antonio on defense. Here's Leonard. Harden outside. Harden. And Harden on the follow. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's his first foul. Here's Vassell. No good on the quick three. Now Harden. Pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They've won this game. Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So...
but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for air.
and fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And Cleveland has possession. After the basket by San Antonio. Garland for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Oh, when that range is being stretched, Garland showing he's up for that challenge.
Ball against Garland. Paul passes to Barnes. No good from outside. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Allen outside. Hey, from beyond the arc. Sohan with a rebound. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
From deep, Mitchell. Kept alive. Out to Garland. Here's the 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Wembanyama.
A 7-footer who can legitimately defend 1 through 5. Mobley is suffocating any player out there. Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Love the kickback pass to set up the rim runner.
That is a great decision on the break. That's not a pass that every player would see.
Pass to Castle. Outside Wembanyama. It's stolen by Green. Shoots. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the triple.
That's great anticipation and accuracy by Mobley to set up his teammate.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Outside Wembanyama. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
The 3 from Mitchell. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And here are the Cavaliers now. They trail by 1. Mobley on a screen. It's a drive by Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Here's Castle. Right side, Paul. 6 to shoot. Paul, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Castle. And that one's good.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Pass to Mobley. Out to Garland. Launches it. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Spurs lead by 3. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Here's Wembanyama. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. There's the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And they'll keep possession. Garland for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama screen. Here's Sohan. And the three-pointer goes.
Off the catch, Sohan is pretty reliable. He's a smart shooter, and he won't pass up those high percentage opportunities.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
From deep, Wembanyama. And so it's San Antonio finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Bassey in at the center. That's the San Antonio 5. As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does his speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. Now, that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left to right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll.
From deep, Johnson. Second shot opportunity. Nice move. And he lays it up and in. Bassey's gotten his first points in this one.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And an intentional foul right there. Okoro is checked in for Wade.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Okoro.
Number 35.
The 3. No good on the shot. Fox outside. Pass to Mamukelashvili. There's the triple. Thompson pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Hunter. And he hits the jumper.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Here's Mamukelashvili. There's the 3. Sinks the tray. Mamukelashvili's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Vassell outside. Shakes him. The kick out to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a screen. He shoots. Vassell can't get it to go.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Hunter can't get it to go. San Antonio leading by 10. Fox outside. Pass to Vassell. Fox surveying the D. Here's Mamukelashvili, defended by Thompson. Johnson for 3. Vassell outside. From deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Vassell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hunter passes to Thompson. Back to Hunter. Massey pulls it in. Massey's got 7 rebounds in the game. Out to Fox. The 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Strus. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Fox outside. Pulls it. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. It's stolen by Fox. Right wing. Tipped away. Here's Okoro. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Shot is good by Mamukelashvili.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points. Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Johnson.
Oh, my goodness.
How about that?
Oh, look out. Here comes Keldon Johnson going up high and getting creative with the finish.
Pass to Hunter. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Hunter's got 5 now.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
On the court for the Cavaliers, Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. 4-3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 tonight. Kicks it out to Barnes. Sohan outside. Puts the move on. And he sinks the layup. He's got 5.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Outside for Mitchell. Outside Garland. Shot clock at 5. Back to Mitchell. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. It's a 13-point game. Left side, Mitchell. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Out to Mobley. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. For 3. Cleveland again missing. San Antonio leading by 13. Drives to the hoop. Here's Sohan. Mitchell grabs the miss. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. They get it back. Here's Allen. Pass to Green. Wembanyama against Mobley. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Garland for 3. Drains the triple. Garland's got 6.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allen LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Alec. Thank you.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And Cleveland making a change here. Okoro's checked in. Vassell against Hunter. Vassell passes to Johnson. Pass to Mamukelashvili. This one for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wade. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. Here's Mamukelashvili from downtown. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game. Out to Fox. Pass to Vassell. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Okoro outside. Here's Wade. He buries it from 3. He's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
There's a screen. Johnson passes to Mamukelashvili. Now here's Vassell. Another shot. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Good work there as it goes.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Spurs lead by 6. Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Jerome. Takes it inside. And that one's good. Jerome's got 6 points.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Wow.
And so, the San Antonio Spurs closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. 4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Okoro outside. Back to Wade. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
I love the positioning of Johnson on defense in a spot where he can affect the shot.
Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Spurs.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Wade misses. Spurs lead by 10. Here's Fox. Vassell outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Mamukelashvili. falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
The beautiful all-around game of Johnson. So dependable when it comes to finding open teammates.
Hunter can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Fox for 3. That one is off. The Cavaliers trail by 12. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And they'll get another chance. The 3 from Okoro. Here's Thompson. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Fox. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Back to Fox. Here's Mamukelashvili. Tries again. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Knocks down the triple.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Right side Johnson. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Mamukelashvili passes to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Out to Fox. Oh, Fox! No stopping him!
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
And the three-pointer goes.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Thompson with a screen. The 3 from Okoro. Passy pulls it in. San Antonio leading by 12. There's a minute 26 left in the fourth. Here's Mamukelashvili. No good there, off the double clutch.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
And Okoro gets it to go.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's Mamukelashvili. The offensive rebound. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Goes back up. They shoot again. And at last, they get one to fall. And the Spurs lead by 11.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Okoro passes to Jerome. They set the pick. Back to Okoro. Fires the 3. It's another 3 for Cleveland. Here's Fox. Cuts off the pass. Three-pointer. Wade misses. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Mamukelashvili. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
What a savvy pass by Fox. This is a guy who really sees all angles on the floor.
Hunter passes to Wade. Okoro on the wing. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Oh, it's stolen away.
Substitution on court.
Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Misses there. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch.